now I'm going to go check out the acapella version by VoicePlay. Let's do it. But first, like, subscribe, comment, click the bell for notifications. Consider supporting us on Patreon for exclusive perks. It's really cheap. And subscribe to the Words Like That Arts and Media Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. All right, now shut up and get to it.
Can't have the words like that.
Featuring Scott Porter. Okay. Now you really hear Geoff's bass on this. Kind of getting a Queen Bohemian Rhapsody vibe from the video. Okay. Lane coming in with the beatboxing. Oh man, yeah. Caesar there really nailing the vocalizations, man. That was really impressive. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't know how they were exactly going to do this since there were no lyrics to the original song. But they're going forward and just doing complete instrumentation vocalizations and nailing it. This seems... Oh, just wait a minute. Red team. Blue team. Yeah, I'm sure it's... Okay, I don't know who Scott Porter is. Somebody let me know. Obviously, that was going to be some kind of reference from the game that I'm not going to get. But I'm not sure the melody on this seems different than what I just listened to. So I'm not sure if maybe this is a different version of the Halo theme, or just because it's the use the bell tones and place the instrumentation. Space on this. Wow.
What's up, everybody? Scott Porter here to personally say thank you for tuning in and checking out VoicePlay's version of the Halo theme.
Okay.
Now, some of you may ask, VoicePlay, why Halo? And the answer is twofold. First and foremost, we wanted to pay homage to a game that had a tremendous impact upon our crew for the better part of 2 decades now. And second, we wanted to pay our respects to a fallen member of our own fire team, a true Spartan in his own right, Rick Dunn. You see, 20 years ago, when VoicePlay was in its infancy, when it was still called 4 to 5, and when Glane and Geoff and myself were just babies, a game called Halo released. And after it did, Every single one of our rehearsals ended the same way, with us huddled around a TV playing
Wow.
multiplayer into the wee hours of the night. And sure, things got heated on Hang 'em High because, well, only 4 guys could play at once. So if you were a low man on the totem pole, you had to hand off your controller and sit the next one out. But we had a blast. And when we went on tour, we would take the Xbox with us, along with 6 or 7 adapters to plug into whatever TV that hotel might have. Kept us out of trouble and allowed us to play, to laugh, to connect. See, Halo connected us in play the way that music connected us in our desire to create. Our brother and longtime VoicePlay collaborator, Rick Dunn, was another creator. He loved to play. He led the laughs. And most of all, he had a strong desire to connect through a community of artistic expression. Earlier this year, much before his time, we lost Rick. And we made a promise as a group to continue to play, to laugh, to create in his name. We urge you all to do the same.
Oh,
Thank you so much for listening. And Rick, thank you for inspiring so many and connecting with us all.
man, I didn't realize. I didn't realize. Nice tribute. Nice tribute. Okay, so I'm gonna back this up a little bit. So this fella here, Scott Porter, he was one of the originals, and I for some reason that name, I know I've been told about their history before, that name just didn't ring a bell. Does he still continue to work? No, it says reuniting with Scott Porter, so he hasn't been doing anything behind the scenes or anything. It's just interesting because it sounded like in that outro there when he was talking, it sounded like he was still part of the group, or gonna continue to be part of the group, coming back or something, but that's obviously hasn't happened. But anyway, that was great. That was great. As far as in comparison to the original that I just listened to for the first time before I listened to this, this is one of those rare occasions where I didn't know the original and I went and listened to it, and I'd check VoicePlays out, and I actually think I prefer the original just because it is this epic orchestral theme with such good production, written so well, mixed so well, and even though I prefer that, what VoicePlay did here was fantastic. To take that and turn into this, I did feel like, I mentioned this during the reaction, that there were times I felt like the melody was maybe a little bit different, but it may have been because the mix and what they had emphasized in the arrangement was different than what we had on the original track. And also, I've only listened to the original track one time, so I may have that totally wrong. But regardless, it was really, really, really good. And Geoff in particular, the bass, his bass on this was just absolutely incredible. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you did, consider supporting us on Patreon. Subscribe to YouTube if you hadn't already. And we'll see you soon.